Shalom, shalom. Okay, Yahuah. Okay. So, look at how far your reach is. You continue to remind us. We know this account, they might say shadow ban, they might hide the numbers. We know how far the reach is, and we know, Father, some of the people you revealed that watch this. Remember last week, because today's Shabbat, and it's the completion of the week. But remember last week, the other day, when we did the song, Bobos, they make your feet feel fine. Bobos, it costs $1.99. Well, guess what company decided to do a $1.99 sale on their shoes? Corporations. Hello. Who is out there? Amazon. They got the inside of the building over here. It say the Beast. PHL 7, the Beast. You don't want to be the beast or the belly of the beast, but nonetheless, they got that in there. And then it's like they utilize these other things. That's why you making other people rich. We told you this, we told you that. See, B, we make a benefit off of you, we getting rich. See, they say that. They say wicked things and evil things. It's funny to me because they're like, I told you you're messing with elites. I told you made the big boss angry. Well, guess what Elohim revealed earlier? The one who is, they call them puppets and gatekeepers. The one who didn't want to be exposed, although all women know, like, if you're married to a man who's on the down low or whatever, you would know anything like the Ruach always reveals. And the Father says what's done in the dark will be revealed to the lights. But a woman, if she was married to you, even if she was pretending to be your beard, she would know, and your family would know, like, you can see an effeminate spirit on a man. Like, we talked about that. It's not just men, but women too, and just different things like that. Anyway, so there's people who were like, overtaken by temptation, overtaken by lust, like the desire of the pleasure, the feelings. But Elohim revealed to us earlier, this individual, and certain individuals were textbook sociopaths, textbook psychopaths, to the point where they were getting high joy off of feeling the pain. Like a person that cuts, they feel the pain, their joy off of that, or the psychopath that gets the high and the delight and excitement off of causing harm to somebody else. Someone who was like, unfortunately, like murder, and like they watch that little kids who start out, and would torture animals and things like that. They are delighting in the darkness, the torture, the witchcraft. They love doing the witchcraft. Oh, I'm like, Cho, you can't beat me and my team. The ego, the narcissism, they're projecting their feelings. They keep saying, well, I'm projecting my feelings, but they project their feelings of the insatiable spirits. They're truly dealing with a Nephilim spirit. So when the Father has said lunatic spirits, it is because it's associated with that of the sociopath, the psychopath. The people talk about projecting, but you literally can sense in the Ruach those uncleanness, the dirty feet, and how they were literally getting delight out of what a sociopath does, torturing animals, different things like that, murdering. It's not the person who was these men that they tried to gigolo out. The men and the women that they're under them, that they tried to gigolo out, who have been traumatized, who have been abused, who have been raped, who have been molested before, who have been through all kinds of things, and they prey on them. They prey on them to get them in sororities and fraternities. They prey on them to get them into programs. They prey on them and to get them to government organizations. Remember, like those unclaimed structures. They prey on them to get drug pharmacy and drug sorcery. They prey on them to do spells and witchcrafts and divinations. They prey on them by bringing them into temptations, bribing them, enticing them. But they do witchcraft. They talked about, they laughed about doing love spells, which didn't work. And I was like to them, look at the power of Elohim, how you claim to be doing all these love spells that never worked. Your spells only caused the anger and the wrath of Elohim in us. And they were like, look, she seems distraught. And it's not distraught. It was the wrath and the anger of Elohim. But they don't touch Elohim. As he says, don't touch my anointed. And so the one who is at the top of them, being very sadistic, getting pleasure off of like I said, the torture of animals, the watching of the things, the cutting, the pain, the wickedness, the lasciviousness, where the people under them fearful and silent to speak out because they've been through traumas, because they were tramped out, because they were holed out, because they were sold, because they were human trafficked, because they were human slaves, because they were groomed and pimped. That's literally, they're taking them through the training to repeat the cycles over and over and over again. Preying on the people specifically, like, oh, we know these ones are good for the military. Put them in different young youth programs, juvenile programs, prison programs, military programs. Oh, we'll come and have cops tackle you and assault you, and then we'll put you in a program. We'll say it was you because you did something, and so you'll have to deal with the law, and then we'll put you in a program that puts you around those same officers or those same type of officers or those officers' friends that have harmed you. They perpetuate these sick, sadistic, and they think that for them it is a game because they're twisted like textbook, unclean spirit. And it's Nephilim spirits. The origin of it is Hasatan. The origin of it is the darkness. Messiah said he witnessed that men love the darkness. The ones at the top, they love the darkness. And they're praying and they're looking on praying, and they had things under them, and their sickness is, I've had things happen to me, and because of my pain, I want you to feel my pain. I want you to experience it. I don't want to just share my story with you. I'm going to make you experience cuts. I'm going to make you experience molestation. I'm going to make you experience human trafficking. I'm not going to make you experience rape. I'm going to make you experience bribery, thieving. I'm going to make you experience people gaslighting you. I'm going to make you experience, I'm going to tell you, you got to be silent about the witchcraft and the evil we've been doing to you or doing in the community for years. I'm going to make you experience saying people are doing experiments on you and your community and this and that stuff. It's the darkness. They are delighting in the darkness. The person, their spiritual presence is really the sadistic. They love the bondage and the gagging and the slave. It's like I said, like a snake putting you and wrapping you, and they're getting the light off of the asphyxiation. They're getting the light off of feeling that for themselves. It's not they're not getting that the people under them are drawn in by temptation and lust. And they were hurt and they were traumatized, and they got dragged in by feeling, I like the feeling of warmth. I like the feeling of pleasure. I like the feeling of, if you like massage somebody, there's receptors that go off. The people under them who have been hurt and harmed like that, but they were a victim, and they made this sadistic thing with the adversary to remain the victim and to victimize other people. And they're not telling themselves that they're victimizing other people, and they have become the predator. Maybe they were attacked by a pedophile, but they have become that pedophile. And they're doing those things spiritually and physically that in which is the same action that was done in them. And they're literally not saying, I want you to understand, but I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. I'm going to make you feel the same thing. I'm going to make you experience the same thing. And that is an evil and a darkness and a sadisticness that goes way beyond training, way beyond understanding, way beyond, hey, there were people who were traumatized, who went through things in life and in the community, want to be healed, need to be healed, have been drawn in by lust, drawn in by temptations, drawn in by exploration. But the one at the top exploiting them, that's like you're being so exploited enough. The people over that enjoy that sadisticness of, this is a cat and mouse, is a hunt. You've seen case studies, real live court cases and things, and even in shows and things that have taken true stories. They delight in the torment and the torture. That is saying, okay, we're getting rid of a righteousness. A person like a person with an unclean spirit like that. That's the kind that Elohim destroys. The work of witchcraft, the kind that Elohim destroys, that a lethal injection would destroy. It's not an error, made mistakes, different things like that. They're intentional in praying and finding people to, oh, I'm going to inflict that and getting high. It's literally the scripture verse that says, the wicked don't rest. And they do these things and so that they can then feel a sense of joy, ease. If they're delighting in that. And that's not righteous. It's wicked, it's not righteous. And I was just like, wow, like the darkness behind that. In the spiritual, in the Ruach, in Elohim, in the word of truth as a standard, there's a clear distinction between the two, between the adversary tempting Messiah to jump off a cliff, tempting Messiah to turn bread to a stone to bread, tempted him to do magic, tempted him to go against the Father, tempted him to set to become king of the world, when his assignment was to be the Savior, to fulfill the prophecy and the plans of Elohim. So the adversary tempted Hawa and Adam, Eve and Adam, to eat the fruit. It looks good. Let's eat it. And that's a whole different thing than Cain being tempted to harm his brother and then actually murdering him. The lasciviousness of murdering someone in a field because you were jealous of them, jealous of that Elohim favored them and gave them a gift. Disappointed, you didn't do your best because the Father said to Cain, if you do well, will you not be rewarded? He didn't do well, but his brother did well, and so he sought to harm his brother because he chose not to do well, but his brother did, and his brother was rewarded for it. And that lasciviousness of the adversary going from the temptation to the evil of, oh, look, yeah, he was rewarded, yeah, this and that, look at him and Elohim. Well, you gave a portion, but he did something wicked, and he know he didn't do righteous towards Elohim, but he murdered his brother who did do righteous towards Elohim. He murdered his brother who did do righteous towards Elohim. So people are talking about, oh, you're slandering. These people that claim the silent majority that did witchcraft, that tried to even spiritually sexual assault, all these other things that they did, wicked things. They had images, they did it to multiple people, but they also had the goal to do publicly like Nephilim do, to acknowledge their weaknesses by, ooh, we're the quiet, we're the soiled majority, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, the unrighteous things is not the same as saying, I'm a Catholic or I'm not a Catholic. If you don't ask me my religion, I won't tell you my religion. If you don't ask me what my ethnicity is, I won't tell you what my ethnicity is. If you don't ask me what my customs are, I won't tell you what they are. That's not the same thing as someone doing wickedness, darkness, reveling in that to try to hurt, harm, control. That is not righteous. And it's rooted in Hasatan. And Hasatan brought it forth through the Nephilim. The Nephilim brought it through the demons that roam the earth. It's not righteous. So thank you, Father, for showing that. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. $1.99. See how somebody joked about, remember when you said the wealth of the wicked was transferred to the hands of the righteous? People who are doing witchcraft to steal your intellectual property or just stealing it, well, you put it on here for the people of Elohim to be delivered. But when they do witchcraft on you to try to steal your notes, for example, steal thoughts in your head or anything like that. Steal your lyrics. Steal your words. That's the devil. It's a thief. And then they want to plagiarize it off as their own. So they're like, oh, they said life and death is in the power of tongue. Watch what you say. Everything you say, I'm going to go here because I'm elite, because I'm sadistic, because they are the psychopath and a sociopath by the textbook. Their character follows the textbook definition of a psychopath and a sociopath. Not only that, their character, behaviors, actions, they have literally done the same things that the Nephilim did in the scripture. Literally the same things that Satan did. Literally the same things that the demons that roam the earth did. Those wicked principalities. The same exact way. Oh, you can't prove this is happening because we're in the darkness. Look, ha 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 ha. We're doing it in private. Nobody knows that it's happening to you. They want to do this, what? That they're manifesting. See, I'm going to show you how. This is one of the wicked person. I'm going to show you how I was molested. I'm going to make you experience exactly what it's like. That's an evil being. I'm going to tell you be silent. I'm going to force you. I'm going to give to you what I experienced in entertainment, what I experienced in the rap culture, what I experienced, and initiation into the entertainment industry, initiation into the rap industry, initiation to the political industry, initiation into the black communities, initiation into religious groups, initiation into fraternities, sororities, the hazing, the gang stalking, the same exact practices, same exact action, same exact area, the same exact way a predator preyed to molest. Be silent. The same type of hazing. It's the same actions. I watched them do that to another people in a hazing ritual. You gotta be silent. You can't talk. Because we are one and we are loyal to each other. Lay down your life for us. What about laying down your life for Elohim? We a brotherhood. We a sisterhood. You don't tell nobody. We the military. We the army. We government. We sports. We're rappers. We're musicians. We're black. We're white. We are cults. Cults with culture that follow fads and trends. We try to normalize intentionally traumatizing, abusing, and sadistically making captive, enslaving people, Willie lynching people, human trafficking people, gigoloing people, hoeing and whoring people, experimenting on people. It's the same exact actions, the same character, the same display, the same spirits at the root of it, the same manifested unclean spirits. They operate the same way. That hazing ritual with that sorority, it was the same as that gay ritual with the politics, was the same as that ritual within the rap community, was the same as that person who molested and preyed on that child, the same as the man who preyed on that woman. It was the same behaviors, actions, intentions, spirits, adversary, and darkness behind it. And they reveled in it. And they're passing it from generation to generation. Oh, we were traumatized. This isn't a healing group for men. This is one for us to come together and say, and I'll show you the way. And then we all got businesses. Yeah, we on a network together. Yeah, you with us. We'll pass it along. But then I'm going to bring you up in the ropes to show you how it's done. That's how it was done in the world. It is what it is culture. That's the so-and-so way culture. That's the real world culture. Now my bros got me. Bros be for hoes. I'm going to take my bro out, forget my wife. I'm going to go on a trip with my bro, forget my wife. Husband's raping wife, last days, wearing the claws, doing the serpent spirits, witchcraft and marine spirits, Oh, it was the marine spirits rituals. You going in them waters late at night. The serpent ritual, the Leviathan ritual, the Jezebel rituals. That you did in those churches and you thought nobody saw it. Or that you did with those sororities and those groups. Oh, those private conversations. Oh, we on the bribe together. We riding together. No honor among thieves. Hey, that's what they were saying. Oh, we advocating for this, but we can't let them know. Oh, no, on the sneak and on the low that, oh, we ain't not really out here for the. We started this movement, but we not really helping those people. We got this church, but we really using it for this. We got these funds, but we ain't really putting it towards saving children. We out here just using it to make money. We said we're going to do all of these, 1 million small businesses, ethnic, black, different color businesses. Oh, yeah, we got that farmland, but guess what we did? Oh, we got rid of the organics. We got rid of the seeds. We got rid of what was natural so we could. Oh, you want to call us wicked? I'm going to show you what's wicked. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you if I don't tell you. Oh, I'll blurt out what I experienced, whether it was harassment, molestation, different. Oh, I'll blurt it out with yelling at you, arguing with you, debating with you, trying to prove you wrong. And I'm going to show you it to you. I ain't going to tell you about the other stuff. I ain't going to, acknowledge the things that we experienced or witnessed or you saw or I saw or this happened or that happened. But I'm going to show you why, because I'm going to let them do. Something happened to me when I was younger and there was adults around and adults didn't have my back. So guess what? Now I'm older. I'm in these groups with the people. They doing the same thing. They gathered me in. They thought I was an easy target. They was watching me and praying on me. They was like, oh, you were good for our program. You'll be obedient. You'll be silent. You'll follow us to death. And be silent. Never tell nobody because you've been through it before. Oh, but we're going to give you gifts and stuff and telling you we're doing wonderful things and you doing it. And it's your time now. And you are making moves and you are changing the world. But we doing the same things to you that was happening to you then. The same traumas recreated. The same gaslighting, the same, keep you silent when things ain't right. And if you don't get in line, guess what? We're going to make you lose everything. Till you come back to us. Then we're going to make it seem like you can't go nowhere. You got to come back to us. You're going to need us. You can't make it out there on your own. We're going to do this reversal on you. Watch, you'll be back. You regret what you did to me. I'm going to wake you regret, but I'm going to show you. You see how all them people around knew what was going on with me when I was a kid? You know, the adults knew and they wanted me to be silent. Guess what? I'm going to make it come back on you. Now I'm an older, and I'm in these programs, I'm an older adult, or I'm an older senior, or I might be one of them at the top bringing them in here. And we bring these kids, we bring these young men, we train the rest generation, we telling them and we telling ourselves, oh, we're doing great things. We're trying to get rid of that, but we still being silent. Still showing womanizer qualities. Still showing the abusive qualities. Still you know what? Agreeing with doing things that are contrary to Elohim. Oh, go ahead to the parties. Go ahead to the orgies. Go ahead and have multiple relationships. Go ahead and have multiple marriages. Go ahead and have multiple ones of fornication. Go ahead and make a bunch of children out of wedlock. Go ahead. You can try all the drugs you want. You'll get free. You only live once. It is what it is. I'll show you better than I can tell you. And then, now we in these groups. It's the same thing. The same behaviors. The same character as adults. The same spirits. Familiar spirits. Same ones. Oh, and I see them. Oh, you came against us because you ratted us out. So guess what? We all going to do the same thing to you. I'm going to watch them use you. I'm going to watch them pray on you. I'm going to watch them do witchcraft on you and yours. The same way that happened to me when I was a child or a young man or a young woman or older. Oh, they did the same thing to me. Guess what? You ain't experienced worse than I do. So what? Oh, I'm going to make you experience worse. Oh, I'm going to sit here and watch them. And I'm going to laugh when they use you. Same thing happened to me. So what? Oh, you came against us. You ain't a friend to us. You against us. So guess what? They can do it. They can do witchcraft for you. They can make you experience the same things, feel the same things, go through the same things. Ha ha ha. I don't care whether it's physical or spiritual or both. Ha ha ha. Social, emotional, no financial, educational. Ha ha ha. Oh, we doing the programs and stuff, repeating the same thing. Ha ha ha. It just looks like a different form. Ages is different. Ha ha ha. Is the outcomes, the ripple effects the same? Ha 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 ha. We could just do right, just not do that. We could just be loyal to Elohim. But guess what? Now we gonna be loyal to those men and women. I'ma watch them. Cause guess what? I wanted to tell the adults around me, ain't none of them help me. Look at you going around telling all these people around. We watching you. Ha ha. We watching you. And we know who doing it. Ha ha ha. We know who doing it. Ha ha. We know, everybody know who doing the witchcraft. Everybody know who don't like you. Everybody know who the one is. You the big boss. Everybody know you snitches selling out. Everybody know what happened to everybody. Ha ha. Ha ha. I told you we trying to get it right, but we still not following Elohim. Still bowing down to man. Ha ha. But they ain't using me because guess what? I done leveled up. I got more gifts now. I'm rich now. Now what? I'm rich. So what they do? So what? So what? I'm watching them do that to other people. Ha ha. It ain't the same thing that I went through. It ain't as much physical things that I went through. I don't care if they doing witchcraft on you. Ain't that what they said to me? I don't care if it's financial, educational, spiritual, emotional, social. So what? Ha ha. And it's physical because of the spiritual stuff. So what? It ain't worse than I went through. And you exposed it. Ha. I wasn't ready to say nothing to everybody. I only told certain people, or I only said it publicly in one space. That gave you the right to point it out, even if I did post it online. So what? Ha ha. Oh, ha ha ha. We using you. You don't know you being used. Ha ha. Everybody, if you don't need to be on this team if you don't know you being used. Everybody being used. Ha. You don't know the worth of your work. You gonna pay for that. Ain't that what they told me? You gonna pay for that? Talking about the school, talking about us saying people's names. You need to stop saying people's names. Ha. Ha ha. I'm gonna pin all this stuff on you. Ah ha ha. I'm gonna say it's you. I'm gonna project all of that I felt, how I felt, what I thought, what they did, what they said. I'm gonna do the same. We all going gang stalk like a gang rapist to you. Ha ha. So you know, I don't got to tell you. I'm gonna show you. Ha ha. Everybody know what she doing ain't right. She ain't right. She ain't right in the head. Ha ha. Guess what? I'm going to get all that intellectual property. I'm going to hack into your emails. I'm using up your emails. I'm watching you. I'm keeping tabs on your emails. Guess what? I've been blocking your emails. I've been blocking your opportunities. I've been blocking your phone calls. Oh, I've been blocking your transactions. I'm going to block your banks. I don't want you to do this and do that. Ha ha ha. And I got somebody doing witchcraft 24/7. Ha ha. So what that happened to me? So what? So what? So what? I thought my mama, my daddy, my auntie, my grandmama, they didn't protect me. I don't care if they don't protect you either. Ain't nobody come and have your back. Nobody gonna come look out for you. We all against you. You against us. That's what you did to us. That's what you did to us when you spoke out. When you posted online. When you look up laws. When you contact the government. When you reached out. You asked for federal oversight. Going against our work, our jobs. We all know you deserve better than here, can do better than here, go better than here. We just trying to get you to move. Trying to get you to do what you came here for. Oh, we know what we brought you, what we want you here for. So what Elohim asked you to do? We thought and we think and we want it to be this, so you better do that. You better do what we want, or we ain't gonna stop doing no witchcraft until you agree with us. The devil is a liar. It's the same spirits, rooted in the same adversary and the same darkness, an enemy of Elohim. It's the same. Those rituals, those initiations, those things are exactly the same roots, the same familiar spirit. It came from the same darkness, the same pit. It is the same. That silence, and that silence. The sorority silence, the rape silence, the molested silence, the initiations of other groups, even religious ones. It's the same devils. Same lunatic spirits. Came from Satan, who passed it to the Nephilim, who passed it to their seed, the demons. Same is not the ones trying to get free, trying to heal, struggling, wanting to overcome addiction. Even a person with the sex addiction, not the same as the person who is reveling as a psycho, a sociopath at torture. Someone who felt like you rub your own skin and that's comfortable. Or seeking love. That is not the same as loving the torture, the torment, the cut, the pain, the wickedness, the darkness, the twistedness, watching it, laughing at it, enjoying it, delighting in it, getting high off of it. They might not even feel pleasure, like arousal from it, but delighting in it. What? That's unrighteousness. Wicked. And that's why Elohim said it was one individual who had a lunatic spirit. That's why Elohim does not call people gay. That's why I was like, I had not heard Elohim refer to that. What? Because in Elohim's sight, and according to his word, he didn't make any of creation to transgress his orders. He did not make any of creation to transgress his orders. Not his designs, not even in building a temple, not in sewing curtains for the temple, not in cutting stones for the breastplate, not in covering the bride. None of that. Them spirits of pride, they want to keep talking about I'm walking in pride. No, it's the same spirits that all of those sectors of society have been. They have to make the decision. to go with Elohim. All of those different sectors and all those different things. Like right now, it's a beautiful day. And Elohim's goodness reigns over all of this other stuff. Beautiful day. Sunny. Families out. Children out. I was like, oh, it's packed here. Because it's a beautiful day. And the focus is on good things. What I'm saying and what was revealed to me wasn't falsity. As in Elohim revealing the core and the roots of unclean spirits. As it is in the word. At the same time. And I'm not reveling in that. But understanding that people perish without a lack of knowledge. What do I want? What do I personally want and desire as Elohim does? The knowledge of Elohim. If he's letting me know this is why this thing is not right, not unclean, as my word says, it accords with my word. This is why every time their presence of anything like that is so disgusting, is because it's so unclean. It's so of not me. It's opposite. It repels. It's totally separate from me. Totally separate. That is not of the Father. And where did it come from? And so you repel it and reject it instantly. The Ruach of the Father within and apart and abound and surrounding you. And all creation is like, no. A firm no. But then on the other hand, the good and the delightful things of, it's a beautiful day. I have been seeing ladybugs everywhere today. Ladybugs everywhere. And I was like, okay, so we're going to read up. I've done this before though, y'all. We're going to read a reminder of what is the characteristic of the ladybug. What did Elohim create a ladybug for? Because I've been seeing the male ones. I've been seeing the male ones all day. And so I'm like, what is the characteristics to you, Father? I know I've researched this before. The Hebrew word for ladybug literally translate to Moses's cow. Why in other alien languages the ladybug is named so to commemorate leading religious figures. For example, in English, lady is a reference to Miriam. Meshut Hashiva. And there is Parat Moshe Rabbeinu. And they're trying to, some people are like, I'm trying to keep telling you you're a spiritual leader and this and that, or you're going up against a spiritual leader, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying whatever in a way, but I understand Moshe, and I understand the other things before. At the same time, you still are led by the Father. One teacher. You still have one God. You still have one light. You still have one leader. The disciples follow the Father. Follow Messiah. They obey him. And they encourage and instruct you to do the same. They are there like a messenger to give you the message. To remind you, keep your head, keep your sight, keep your communications towards, about, and on the Father. All your laws and your precepts do I meditate day and night. I pray without ceasing. Whatsoever true, whatsoever lovely, whatsoever good report, think on these. What is true? Elohim is truth. And freedom is freedom. So I'm going to also look up, because I'm the real meaning of They're important predators of aphids, of course. Aphids, they remove the thing that does not. And I'm trying to tell you, rebirth. No, what I'm looking for is, now I had an image with the monarch. The monarch in the bug. I'm looking for, 5 special meanings. Let's consider what this says. I wanted to see what this thing said. Not that these, it depends on the source. But I wanted to see what this one said. These are good, just like you should. Dragonflies, cardinals. Those are many things that are the cardinal. You kept seeing the cardinal. The turtle, different things, specific turtles. We're looking for the reference to indigenous, native. I just wanted to see that and read it. Yeah, well, if you're going through a rough patch, they current ladybugs start to materialize. Many tribes, they symbol protection and Barakah of the Ruach, or the spiritual. I know there are people who speak about protection, but it's Elohim doesn't do spells. But when there's a curse, like when it's a curse for women to wear men's clothes or men to wear women's clothes, it's a curse. There are things that are a curse, but he doesn't do spells. So when somebody says like a protection spell, but Elohim doesn't do spells, that doesn't come from him. So it's like Elohim is the protector. It's like a lie in a way. When they say good trouble, or when they say what's another one? It was one earlier that came to me. Yeah, when they put something. When they say pure evil. No, evil has no purity with inside of it. Protection of Elohim doesn't have spells. So I can't say like, I'm Elohim, but I'm doing spells. It's the Robin Hood thing. I can't say I'm Robin Hood and robbing from the rich and giving to the hood or giving to the poor. But I was a thief. Like, I stole. I didn't take a crumb or a little bit bread or like to feed my belly. You stole a lot to give it to the poor or the hood. It's thievery still. It's still something that is sin and that transgresses against the Father, in which you would then need to repent of. So it's calling something that is actually evil good. It's not good. It's still evil. Spell is evil. It's not a good thing. It's not protection. And then the dulling of the senses and the dulling of the hearing between Elohim and the Ruach above, as the word says, to communicate with the power of Elohim. It means Elohim above. Not here to communicate with like other ones, but to communicate with the Father, the Son, and the Ruach. Anyway, I'm gonna say the ladybug characteristics. They're black spots, and they hard out a shell called that protects their flight wings. We know they're 5. They have 6 legs and an antenna. So 6, you'll see 8 parts. It's like a new beginnings. They're beneficial. They eat pests, or rather get rid of the pests. They remove a smell when they're threatened. They're part of the unique life cycle. Oval shaped or round shaped, flattened underside. We have color. They explore strategies when they're threatened, feigning death, and secreting foul-smelling toxic yellow fluid from their joint legs. Their bright colors also serve as a warning to predators. Many gather in groups of loveliness for warmth and during mating and reproduction, especially in colder months. Other key traits: they have 4 stages to their life cycle. Larvae are often described as looking like tiny alligators. How many babies look like tiny aliens and things? Type of beetle, not a true bug, and belong to the family. Daily. There's approximately 5,000 different species exist worldwide in various habitats like gardens, forests, and grasslands. It reminds me of the varieties of potatoes in Peru alone. Like, they have a lot of varieties. Native varieties too. They are carnivores that primarily prey on other insects like aphids. Again, they eat the mites and scale insects, making them beneficial for gardens. Why are they beneficial for the Reign of Elohim? Because they get rid of aphids. They get rid of mites. They get rid of the things that... They get rid of the predators. They get rid of the predators that prey on other things like the plants in the Yarden. They get rid of some of the things that are not the tares, essentially, that have been sown within the harvest of Elohim. They get rid of the things that are not for the profit, the beneficial purpose in life, the cycle of life of Elohim. So it's a part of it, because then it's their sustenance, but they get rid of that, which is like gonna then be a hindrance to the biology, the ecology, the ecosystem is the word I'm looking for, of Elohim. Shalom, yeah. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Tov. Shabbat shalom. Thank you, Yahuah, for a wonderful Shabbat. And thank you for your realizations, your revelations, your constant communication with us. The umbilical cord that everyone has to you, but also that's like the Ruah, the light in you that reaches up to the Shemaim to communicate with you within your creation and your people continually. That's what your wire says. I paraphrase it, but anyway, I gotta go, gotta return a call. So, shalom.